What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel, or shall I say welcome to my channel, because this is the first video I've ever made. I'm pumped to be here. I'm excited to start this YouTube channel and take you guys along my journey. Just to give you a little background, my name is Cameron Jensen. I am from Utah. I am married to a beautiful woman named Sadie. I have a cute little dog right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him. His name is Moose. Anyways, I wanted to make this channel to take you guys along my entrepreneurial journey. Just to give you a little bit of a background. About 2 years ago, I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it kind of shifted my mindset on how I wanted my life to go. I was getting a marketing degree at a 4-year college, which I ended up still getting. But it made me realize that there's a lot more out there, a lot of different ways to make money, and so I started researching different YouTube videos and reading a bunch of different books on what I could do for side hustles and different ways to make money, and I've just come up with a bunch of ideas. My wife and I both own 2 rental properties. We currently live in a house right now where we rent out the basement. We started an Amazon FBA business about like a 1.5 years ago. And those will be different stories for a different day. I can go more into depth on those. As I was doing research and reading books, I found myself almost doing too much research, and I'd find a new idea and I'd be like, oh, that's a good idea, I should do that. You're gonna get a lot of information and it can almost get a little stressful at times because everything sounds really good and you just don't really know which way to go. I personally think it is super important to, first of all, learn. After you learn, I think it's important to just take action. You're not going to know everything. You're just going to have to get after it and try something, because if you don't, you're always just going to keep learning and you're going to get some sort of fulfillment from that, but you're not going to see any results until you actually take action, which is the most important thing. So basically what I want to do with this channel is I want to research different ways and try new things and just give you guys a step-by-step on how things actually are. I'm going to research different side hustles, different ways to make money. I'm going to try them. I'm going to give you a detailed review on how long it actually takes, what's good about it, what's bad about it, what works, what doesn't work, all the ups and downs of it, so that you can get a point of view from somebody that is just starting out as opposed to someone that has been doing it for years and is doing it super well, so that you can know what to expect when you get started with it. So
without further interruption, let's celebrate.
Go over to my screen and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. Alrighty, now that we're in my screen here, the first thing I typed in was best side hustles of 2020. I scrolled through a few different videos, watched parts of them, and read the description of each because they usually give a detailed overview of what the video is about. There was a lot of good ideas, but I finally came across one that sounded super interesting to me, which was couch flipping. It was by a guy named Pineda. So I watched the 2 videos that he had on it. They're super interesting. He had a lot of good ideas with it. So the next thing that I did was I went over to my notes and started taking some notes on the step-by-step process of what I was going to do, so that way I could remember all of the steps and make it a lot easier for myself. Okay, so I would say yesterday was a success for the first day. I did some research on some side hustles for about 20 minutes. I came across one that sounded the most interesting to me, and it sounded like it could potentially make a decent amount of money, which was couch flipping. I watched some videos by Pineda, so we're just gonna kind of follow what he did and just the steps that he took. So yesterday I did that, watched his 2 videos that he had on couch flipping in total, with the research of finding what I wanted to do and watching his videos and figuring out what he was doing step by step. Took me in total probably about an hour. Then afterwards I went on to Facebook Marketplace and started to do some research on some different couches in my area. So I messaged 9 people in total. 3 of them were free couches and the other ones were just lower price couches. I was able to get 2 of the free couches. We wanted to start out with free just to see kind of how the process works, see if we can get any money out of it. And then if we make some profit on it, we'll just use that money to get some more. We're gonna go driving about 20 minutes north from where we're at right now to go pick up 2 couches. And then at noon, we're gonna go down south about 20 minutes to get a sectional. Both of those are free, so we're gonna go pick them up. They're in decent condition, so we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, so we got the first couch secured, but first of all, meet my beautiful wife, Sadie.
Hi guys.
So we went and picked it up. It was like a couch and a love seat, and
it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's in good shape.
I was really surprised. It was one that they just left out on the side of the road.
Yeah, we could clean it up a little bit, which we're gonna do. First mistake, and first thing we realized, we don't have any straps, and the couch was a little bit too big, so it's off of the edge, and so we're making a pit stop at Lowe's, gonna grab some straps. I'm gonna see if they have any like couch cleaners or anything. If not, we'll make a stop at Walmart, find that. Let's do it. So after we got back home, I went and researched how to clean a couch because we weren't too sure. We looked up a few different videos and came across this one that gave us some good DIY ideas on how we could clean the couch because the arms on the couches were pretty dirty. So we watched this, and then I immediately went to the kitchen and used the supplies that she told us to get, which was white vinegar, dish soap, and some hot water. So I put those all into a spray bottle and mixed it up, and then we immediately went outside. I started to spray down the arms of the chair, and then I just took a scrub to it and scrubbed it pretty good. I could tell it was coming out pretty easily with just the small things that I was doing with the scrub. And the only part that really needed it was the arms, and then I grabbed our vacuum, and Sadie came out and did the other arm. I vacuumed the whole thing because it was kind of dirty. Sadie went along the other arm and scrubbed that piece, and we could already tell that it was looking a lot cleaner and a lot nicer, just from the little stuff that we were doing. After we cleaned up the couch, we got this sectional organized. It didn't need any cleaning because it was in really good condition, so we just made it look nice and got some good pictures of it. Afterwards, we got some throw pillows and put them on the 2 couches that we cleaned and took some really nice pictures of those ones as well. So after we took some good quality pictures of the 2 couches that we had, it was time to put them up on the marketplace. We looked at some comparables to see what we could price them at, and then wrote out a really good description, put our good pictures in, and put it up as a listing. Alright, it is 7 a.m. We are going to do our first drop off of the day for these couches. That one and that one. We got probably what, like 30 messages about them?
Yeah, tons. And this person offered to pay $25 extra for delivery.
So we're gonna go deliver it, $300 in total for these, and then we're gonna come back, grab the sectional, $350. We're gonna deliver that one as well. We'll let you know how it goes. Alrighty, so we're out driving right now. We just dropped off the 2 couches that we had previously. When we were on our way back, we were just looking online, and 7 minutes prior, someone posted a large sectional of a leather couch for free. So we texted them. They said that they had a bunch of messages and that someone was already on their way, but it was first come, first serve. So we went on over there and we were the first ones there. So we got that. It's in the back now. It's very large. I don't know how we fit it in there. We roped it down. I really hope it stays. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the last day. Some good news, I got a new chair, so it's not as squeaky anymore, and we added some shiplap to our wall here. Alrighty, so that last red sectional that we sold, I thought was gonna sell for a little bit more, but it ended up not. So I kept it on the market for like a full day. We weren't getting a ton of messages. I ended up dropping it to $350, and then someone wanted us to deliver it, so we sold it to them for $370 for delivery. So in total, for the 3 different couches that we had, the first one, which was the couch and the love seat, we sold for $300. The sectional we sold for $350, and then the red leather sectional we sold for $370. So that put us at a total of $1,020, and then minus some gas and our time, around $1,000 profit, we'll say. So my overall review of this side gig is that it works incredibly well. Again, just because it worked for me doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for you, but I think that your odds are very good because it is a pretty easy side hustle. If you have a truck, it's quite easy to go pick up couches, clean them up, sell them for a little bit more, and do delivery for people. Because at the end of the day, that's all that we really had to give was our time. We didn't have to spend a lot of money on this, so if you're needing to find a side hustle that's gonna give you good returns and you don't have a lot of upfront cash to do it, I think couch flipping is a great way to go. So thank you, Ryan Pineda, for putting out that video. And if you guys want to consider subscribing, that would be awesome. If you don't, I completely get it because this is my first video. Let me know in the comments what you would want to see next, what you want me to try out and give a review on. Other than that, have a good one.